FPL. Oh, how I have missed you. FPL. Oh, how I despise you. Stockholm Syndrome has gripped me once again. You've returned. And like a fool, I've opened the door, laid out the red carpet and said, "Come on in and ruin my weekend, please. Ruin it all." We are only halfway through Game Week 1 and already the psychological damage is considerable. Haaland scores. Of course he does. Salah gets a return. Naturally. The Giants have stirred early, my friends. And as I said on X just a few moments ago, the non-Haalanders could be in some real trouble early on this season. But it's too early to wildcard him in. So you have to sit there, breathing shallowly, watching the pain unfold, feeling your chip strategy unravel like wet papier mâché. Let me be honest with you. I rage quit last season. I did it. I rage quit last season. RQ. And that's not necessarily like me. I'm quite alright with FPL and the pain. I'm a grown man with a YouTube channel and responsibilities, but I was broken. So, I spent the summer running, hydrating, avoiding sugar, and building resilience like some sort of monk preparing for war. I've been sober for almost 3 years, so this should be easy. But FPL is harder than sobriety. It's chaos in spreadsheet form. It's heartbreak wrapped in bonus point coding. It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. And yet we keep coming back. And I ask why. Is this self-sabotage? Is that what it is? Let me share a story with you guys. I benched Reindeers. I benched him. Scored, assisted. I chose him in my FPL team for Game Week 1, but I benched him. I played Anderson instead of Reindeers. And I don't care how you're supposed to say it. It might be Reinders. I'm going with Reindeers. It's too close. And I declare this season the season of the reindeer. Scored, assisted. This is my life. This is my weekend. And it's all being documented in real time on an FPL YouTube channel. My son Arthur, 18 months old right now. If you're watching this in the future, I beg you not to play this game. But you probably did, and you probably will, right? Growing up with me, I assume at some point we'll be playing FPL. But son, I hope you found peace in this game. And if not, I hope you've at least learnt how to bench the right reindeer. We move, we hold the line, we press on. This is Game Week 1, the beginning of something brutal. The season of red arrows and regret, the season of the reindeer. Welcome back. Welcome to 25-26. God help us all. And welcome to AlfPL, where strategies are dissected and dreams are built. My name is Alf. It is Saturday, the 16th of August, 2025, and we are mother flipping live. We are back. I cannot believe that we're back. I had a total break from fantasy games over the summer. Total break. I was done with it. I had such a lovely time. But I could not wait for Friday. I was really looking forward to it. And you know what? It's been an okay start to the season so far. It's been alright, but still painful. The pain is there. The pain will never end. We know to be true. So have a quick check-in with the chat. Who is here? We got Ladybug TV. Yes, mate. We got Jack Attack. We got FPL Thomas. We got Ken Mr. Bird, mate. Guys, Ken Mr. Bird, my first ever moderator. He was like joining my streams, and they were like, it was just him and me, you know, and like 2 people in the chat. Ken, good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. It's been a minute. What's going on with you? FPL Wonder. And by the way, Ken's over in, I think, Singapore. And it's like, I think every time I do my show, it's like 4 a.m. for you, right? Owns a bar, runs a bar, owns a bar in Singapore, 4 a.m. And he's here on my YouTube channel. What a legend. Give Ken Bird some props. Freshly Nile, yes, mate. Good to have you here. How's it going? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Did you go to Fest? I didn't go to Fest in the end. I had to make a decision not to go. I'll tell you why. So my wife's gone to like a spa weekend with her pals, and I'm solo parenting for the first time. He's 18 months old, as I mentioned in my intro, and it has been mad. And I was trying to fit Fest in and get like babysitting and stuff, but I just couldn't do it. But I got like 2 hours sleep last night, literally. He just was not sleeping. Of course, he had like the worst night when I'm on duty, naturally, right? But I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone is somewhat hydrated. How's the game week going? Maybe we might as well do a little poll, right? Let's just start a little poll. We'll say, how's your GW going? And we'll say, we'll do a little face. We'll do some faces. And we'll do 2 options. We'll do sad face. No, we'll do 3 options. We've got to do one of these as well. All right, there we go. How's your game week going? My game week is going okay, as I mentioned. I'm going to share my team, actually. Let's do that. If you're new around here, this is the pain train. We're going to be going through the most brutal FPL Twitter posts from the match day. That's what we do. We revel in the pain. I'm going to show you my team. It should come up in a second. Fantasy Football Hub. I subscribed. I am paying for it because I'm an idiot. I'll just run through this real quick. So I've got Sanchez in goal. I got Anderson 2-pointer, Aina to play, Dorgu to play. I'm getting a lot of stick for having Dorgu, you know. A lot of stick. But I like it. Van de Ven, 6-pointer today, lovely stuff. Salah cap. And then Palmer, Saka, Kuda. I love my midfield. Wood, João Pedro up front. So pretty good. And then I got bloody Reindeers. Thank God he got a yellow card. Bloody hell. I've survived that, haven't I? I think that Kudus, because not many people have Kudus, I think Kudus has saved me from the reindeer pain. The pain deer. So, and then I got Gabriel Mark Gahi on the bench. I feel quite good about it. Let me just get rid of some of this crap on screen. And I want to make sure that you guys can also see my team. So let me just make a quick adjustment on the camera. That should be better. All right, there we go. You should be able to see my team now in full, live and direct. So yeah, I feel quite good about this. This is a good start to the season, in my opinion. I'm at 4.2. Haaland's absolutely killed me today. I stupidly checked my live rank like an hour before the City game, and I was like 1.5 mil, and I was like, oh, that's pretty good. I'll take that. And now I'm 4.2 because of the Norwegian robot and reindeers. So yeah, it's been a tough one. Been a tough last game of the day. But we move. I think it'd be worth just going through a few scores. Let's have a quick look at how it went down today. So let's run through it. Just make sure you guys can see this in full. That should look quite good. I'll tell you what, Focal's got a really nice view of how it all went down. This is it. This is what we want. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. God bless you, Focal. If you don't have the Focal app, I highly recommend it. It's lovely. That should be quite clear, right? I'm going to change the colorings. Let's do that. I'll just change it to, let's just change that to purple, shall we? Let's go with that one. The Prem purple. I can't change it because I'm not subscribed. Yeah, Focal's app looks really nice. Look, so here we go. So Liverpool 4-2 absolutely killed Bournemouth. It was a good game that. I caught the first half. Had to go to bed for the second half. Salah goal saved me somewhat. Chiesa scored. Ekitike looks pretty good. A decent Liverpool win at home. I think they will only get stronger from here. Semenyo 3 BPs. Unbelievable. And Aston Villa Newcastle was a non-game. I watched all of that today. I kind of thought that was going to be a bit rubbish. Yeah, I just saw someone like the stream. If you guys could all like the stream if you haven't already, that would be super helpful. We got 45 people watching across YouTube and X. So if you're over on X, if you fancy just going over to YouTube and hitting like and subscribe, that'd be really nice of you. Thank you very much. It really helps this little channel grow and all that. Brighton Fulham. My understanding of that is that Fulham scored in the last minute. Unbelievable. I bet Brighton are kicking themselves. That's got to be a rough one. And then Muniz took all 3 BPs for that. Spurs, Burnley. Spurs killed it. That Richarlison goal was ridiculous. Saw that live. Spurs look good, man. Spurs look really good, don't they? I'm just wondering about Spurs, you know. I feel like Spurs could really do something this season. If we have a look at the table. Yeah, let's bring that up. I just want to make sure that you guys can see this. That looks pretty nice. Okay, so City atop. And then Sunderland, West Ham today. Unreal. West Ham are going down, aren't they? I think West Ham are going down. Tottenham third. Yeah, it feels like their squad is just a little bit ridiculous. And I think that I heard that they're getting Savio from City. And then Eze might be coming in as well, right? Under Thomas Frank, this feels like Spurs could really have a decent season. So one to look out for. Unfortunately, I've got 2 Spurs assets. I've got Van der Ven and Kudus, so I feel quite good about that. Anyway, Spurs. I think we'll start seeing a lot of FPL managers pick up some Spurs players over the next few weeks. Sunderland 3-0. We covered that a little bit. West Ham in the mud, and City absolutely killed Wolves. Also, just want to say, like, I got to mention Jota, right? Like, what an awful thing that is. And it's really good to see everyone pulling together and like doing the tributes and all that. Like big time thoughts with his family and stuff. But yeah, I think it's about time that we do some pain train, because that's what we're all here for. And there's quite a lot to get through. Again, if you're new around here, I've bookmarked the most painful tweets of the match day. If you find any other painful tweets, just tag me in them and I'll bring them on screen. If you want to send me your team, do that on X and I'll bring it on screen on the stream. Just tag me into an image. And also, sorry, one last thing before we get into it is that we're doing a FPL quiz for a £10 Amazon gift voucher this evening. So I've got 10 FPL/Prem related questions coming up at the end of the show, and the winner will get a £10 Amazon gift voucher, because we're nice like that. So without further ado, let's get into it. Konza with a red card, ending with more points than Watkins. That is unbelievable. What an unbelievable stat that is. More points than Watkins. Is that real? Did Konza get more points than Watkins today? Surely that's not the case. By the way, this whole website is horrendous to work with. Like, it was so good before. Well, not the best, but I want to find players. The scout fixtures. Oh, this is silly. It should just have an option to search for players. Stats. Okay, I can't search for players. It just doesn't make any sense. We can't check if Konza has got more points than Watkins. It's not easy to do that. So we're going to move on. From Poll Karma, you know what? Fuck FPL. You know what? Fuck FPL. Let me use that energy to lock in somewhere else. From Poll Karma. He's done. There's an FPL manager that captained Watkins from Raquel. Fuck FPL from Gianniza. There's a lot of this going around already. We're not even a game week in and people are effing and blinding on X. FPL Thorpe paid 17.5 million for Watkins and Wirtz. Oh man, Wirtz, that is tough, isn't it? That's a tough one. You got a feel for the Wirtz guys, and there are quite a few out there. I think FPL Harry might be a Wirtz guy. I think he might be. Let's have a quick look. Why not? Why not do some... Here we go. Where's your team, Harold? There's a lot of tweets here. Harry's just going wild with the tweets. Here we go. No, he didn't go Wirtz in the end. I think he was in one of his drafts. Ooh, Watkins. Okay. Yeah, Wirtz. I mean, he was always going to be a risk, wasn't he? Let's be real. It was always going to be a risk. Coming into the Prem, I don't think that's a very smart pick, is it? Like, first game week. You leave it. You let him settle in a little bit. You let him, you know, get his flooring into his house and, you know, pick his... Get a coffee machine, at least. A couple of weeks, you know, for him to figure out what Aldi is. You know? Figure out what the difference between Asda and Aldi is coming over to England. You know, the obsession with prawn sandwiches. You got to wait until that sort of stuff has been figured out before you get him into your FPL team. This one, I think, is just poetry. It's always fuck FPL, man, from Komori. It's always FUCK FPL, man. If I ever do merch, I'll consider putting that into a t-shirt. I love it. And I might just say tweet of the day. Tweet of the day, question mark. FPL Kratos, this is amazing. I love this one. I'm starting to think the best way to enjoy FPL is to avoid watching any of the players you own play, because I can't watch the game now, but it sounds like Watkins is putting in a death by 1,000 cuts performance for us owners so far. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? You do just... There is a part of you that just... It completely changes the way in which you enjoy football. Like tomorrow, Man United Arsenal... what a game to look forward to. But I know I'm going to have the FPL app up. I'm going to be looking at stuff. You know, DEFCON points for Gabriel or whatever, who's on my bench. You know, did Saka get an assist? You know what I mean? It's just like, it does change the viewing experience. It's a whole different level. Tempo, F-U-C-K, FPL. FPL Panda, friend of the channel, FPL HQ in the house. Yes, Panda. Looking forward to my double with Rodgers and Watkins today. It's been a rough one for Panda. And just whilst we're on the FPL HQ stuff, let's have a quick look at the mini league. Oh, you mother effers. I was up 4th, I think, like an hour ago, and I'm guessing these guys all have Haaland. Oh, right, reindeers. It's bloody reindeers. Oh my god. They've all got reindeers. Of course, because it's the season of the reindeer. How is that Eston? How is Eston at 5th with no Haaland? That is peculiar to me. Anyway, we'll keep an eye on that mini league throughout the season. Excited about that. What the F from FPL Nightingale. I understand that the FPL website is just rubbish. It's just rubbish. Loads of people are complaining about it. And like, this is one thing, right? Getting these errors, too many requests, like that's not good enough in 2025. Let's be real. But when you go to the website itself, it's an absolute mess. It's like looking at a bit of spaghetti bolognese on a plate and trying to figure out like which bit's the carrot and which bit's the mince. Do you know what I mean? Look at it. Look at this. What is this? What is this? Look at all this stuff. Like, it's an absolute joke. Generate my badge. What does that do? Adobe. Why is it taking me to Adobe? Describe the image you want to generate. What is this? Honestly. ADFC. Give me a reindeer related badge. Give me a reindeer related badge. Generate. Let's see what this comes up with and how quick it is as well. It looks like the Premier League have... oh my god. What is this? Did I do a misspelling? Look at how absolutely shit these are. What does that even say? Guys, look, the Premier League... My spelling's good. In most cases, when I'm typing stuff into AI, I'm like just typing it in because I know that it's going to pick it up and spell check it for me. I have said this very clearly. Give me a reindeer related badge. And look at the state of this. What's that? A little present reindeer face. Do I just need to type in like reindeer FC? This is so bad. This is just embarrassing. This is actually embarrassing. This is the Premier League. The best league in the world. Look at the state of this. Like, why? Oh my god. If anyone's watching this, what I'm typing and I'm experiencing, like, can you actually believe it? This is so bad. I'm just going to use that one. Why not? I don't want it. I don't want anything to do with it, actually. I'm sick of it. That's just actually made me sad. Anyway, I agree. The website is terrible. It's absolutely terrible. And like the fantasy... Someone says it later on in one of the tweets that I bookmarked. It's like, why change it if it's not broken? And I totally agree with that sentiment. Like, why change it? Anyway, we move on. C as Rodgers and Watkins stink my FPL. Yeah, it's a tough day for Villa assets. Konza. I had Konza in a draft like 2 days ago. I took him out. I think for like Anderson. Again, I would just love to be able to figure out how I can search for points from today for players. Here we go. Alright, finally. I think I've just cracked the code. Konza, let's have a look. Okay. It's not coming up with the stats. Red card 1. Yeah, where is his points? I'm sorry that this is a bit painful for you guys watching, but I don't understand what's happening here. We've got players there. That doesn't help me. Stats, transfer. Let's go transfers. Let's do it this way. All right. Info, Konza, finally. He got 3 points. Still got 3 points. And then Watkins. What did Watkins get today? Watkins got 2 points. That is wild. How has that happened? How is that possible? Graham Fairbrother. Bloody good name. With 24 hours to FPL deadline, why the F is the official FPL website down? Yep. Yep, you're absolutely right, Graham. Prop Joe, a legend of the game, was told to buy Watkins for the goals. Was told that Newcastle will struggle. Lies, deception, every day, more lies. Deep. From Prop Joe. King J-Man. Frimpong didn't even get the 60 minutes for FPL, F's sake. I tell you what, these big teams with all the players, they're going to be massive rotation risks, especially if they got Europe. And all of them do, right? I think the only safe, actually, with that being said, the only safe team to go for in that respect is Man United, right? They've got some good assets and they only have one game a week. So I might be looking at a few more Man United assets. I can't be doing with all this pep roulette for these teams. Just want to say hi to everyone and make sure I'm saying hi to the chat and stuff. Who else have we got here? We got Lars is back. Happy 25-26, my friend. Good to see you again. We got Zeitgul. Yes, we got Wade Wilson. Yes, Wade. We got who else we got? We got KH29. We got Thomas. Absolutely sensational. Great to have you all here. What a pleasure. As you can see, I'm just trying to look at my sound effects here. Happy 25-26 all. What a pleasure. I'm so happy to be back. Every Saturday, alright? This is my promise to you. I put it into the calendar. I've sent the invite to my wife. I've done a recurring event in google.co.uk. I'm going to be going live every Saturday. Uninterrupted. Undisputed. We're live every Saturday. I've done a little poll. So if you want to answer that when you get a sec, if you haven't already, and please like the stream and subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. We're doing an FPL quiz in a little bit. So I've made it really hard. I'm not going to lie. Winner gets £10 Amazon gift voucher. Don't know why I can't say that sentence this evening. £10 Amazon.co.uk gift voucher going to the winner of the FPL quiz this evening. So stay around for that. Let's keep going through some of these tweets. I hate, just straight up, I hate FPL. From Tife Collins. I hate FPL. It is a dangerous game. It's just incredible. Is there any other thing on planet Earth that has this sort of rep where it's so much negativity is put towards it and yet so many people play it? Bizarre. I've got a new browser that I'm using. It's called Perplexity Comet. I'm going to show you what it can do. So let me just minimize the chat real quick. So you see there, I've just minimized the chat to the right, and I've got this assistant on the right hand side of my browser so I can ask it stuff. So I'm going to say, why do people play FPL when it's so painful? And we'll test this tech out together. We'll see about AI. We're in this together. Excitement and engagement. FPL enhances the excitement of watching football matches. I think that's true. It definitely gives it a whole other edge, as every goal, assist and clean sheet directly impacts a manager's fantasy points. This added stake makes matches involving even less favourite teams interesting. That's true. I would watch any Premier League team at the moment. I think that's more just down to the fact that I really enjoy the football, but because I haven't got any Sunderland players as an example. Although, should that change? Competition, social connection. FPL is hugely social, with mini leagues among friends, family and colleagues. The fun of friendly banter, rivalry and bragging rights often outweighs the disappointment of bad game weeks. Sense of control and strategy. No chance. No chance. I don't agree with either of those. Control and strategy. Come on. Players feel involved in the season, making strategic choices each week. The satisfaction from a good transfer or bold captaincy call. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's a really nice feeling when you get a decision right. Hope and optimism. Each week offers a new chance for a turnaround, even after a poor performance. So on and so forth. Anyway, you get the gist. So I can actually ask it, like, so you know how you can ask Grok to answer tweets. So I can say, like, why do so? No, maybe I'll just do like fact check this tweet. I don't have to like ask Grok. Fact check this tweet. Is this gonna work? I don't know. Let's just see if this works together. I hope you don't mind me just doing this little experiment. I mean, that's all it's come out with. Let's check the facts behind this claim. Is it doing something in the background? Maybe we'll just leave that to do its thing. Is that all it's come out with? Because that is absolutely dross if that's all it's come out with. We'll just leave that in the background and see if it does anything. In the meantime, let's just keep going through some tweets. 23% of FPL managers own Konza. He's out for 2 weeks. Is he out for 2 weeks? Is Konza out for 2 weeks now due to the red card? Isn't it 3 if it's a straight up red? Isn't it 3 game weeks? Ezri Konza received a straight red card for denying a goal scoring opportunity against Newcastle United on August 16th. Yeah. A straight red card for this offence typically results in a 1-match ban. Okay, so it's because it's not violent, right? Okay, so it's because it's not violent. Not for violent conduct or serious foul play. Fair enough. That makes sense. Okay, let's move on from that. All good. Yeah, Konza, not great. Not great for owners. Adam, above FPL average. Above average FPL. F off slot, you prick. He's not happy with slot for whatever reason. And I'm into it. Regretting every single FPL pick already. I hate this game. From Mr. Buck United. Welcome to the Thunderdome, Mr. Buck United. We salute you. Ozbotti, of course Konza gets a red. Who's in my FPL? Yeah, it's rough. That is rough. I laughed when I saw him get sent off, and that's down to the fact that I don't have him. I enjoyed that moment so much, and I will continue to enjoy moments like that because I am a lunatic who plays FPL and focuses on every single little win that I can take because there are so many losses. 23, they're dead ass giving Salah bonus points over Gakpo because of his aura, man. F you. Let's just say to our little friend here on the right, did Salah get points for his aura? And I'm assuming this will come out with no. No, Mohamed Salah does not get FPL points for his aura. That's just a popular meme in the fantasy community poking fun at how highly regarded Salah is among FPL managers. His points are earned only through actual on-pitch contributions, goals, assists, minutes played, blah, 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 blah. Fantastic. Thank you, AI. I hate FPL, man, from Geokstar. Geokstar. Guys, if you want to send me your teams, all you have to do, I'm assuming someone's done it. Jack always does it. Let's see if Jack's done it. Just tag me into an image of your team. I'll bring it on screen on the stream. JP Korn has sent me his, just like how JP's done it. He's Captain Haaland. JP, you mother effer. Coming in here with your Haaland captaincy. And if you don't follow JP Korn already, go and do that. He's a legend. A bloody legend. I'll make sure I go through these tweets. I'm just looking for teams right now. Yeah, so Ken sent me his. Philip has sent me his. Send me your teams. I'll bring them on screen on the stream. Cheers, Konza. FPL season's ruined. Is that it? Is that the moment, you know? Like, Konza getting a red card. If I was in those shoes, am I quitting FPL? I'd be pretty annoyed. I'll tell you that. I'd be pretty annoyed. You go through all that planning. You go through all the anticipation of the Premier League starting. And you just think, you know what? Ezri Konza, he is nailed for Aston Villa. Aston Villa are pretty good. You know, Unai Emery, a decent manager, defensively, very sound. Maybe I'll just take a little punt on Ezri Konza. And then first match, red card, a game ban, unbelievable. Can you believe it? Do you guys all agree that the new FPL site, it's like looking at a plate of spaghetti and trying to figure out like what's a carrot and what's an onion? Do you know what I mean? Like, I've got it on screen here. Do you guys just, if you're not looking at the screen of this stream, just give me 5 seconds of your time and look at the screen and tell me if you agree that looking at this is exactly the same experience as looking at a plate of spaghetti bolognese and trying to figure out what's a carrot and what's an onion. Let's be real. Look at it. Horrendous. FPL Towers, if you're watching, Premier League, if you're watching, you know, who is the CEO of the Premier League? Who is that? I'm enjoying this little bot on the right hand side, I must say. This is helpful for the cause. That's his name, Richard Masters. Richard Masters, if you're watching this stream, you know, if you're sat there in your mansion on this Saturday evening and you think to yourself, I'm just going to pop onto YouTube, you know, for the vibes, and you happen to come across this stream and you just happen to be in the chat, I just want to ask you a question. He hasn't got an X account. What were you thinking when you gave the okay for this new Premier League website and the new FPL app and this crappy... for anyone who wasn't here when I typed in my badge, right? Look at this feature on the website. My team badge. Generate team badge. Cool. Yeah, that sounds great. I'll generate my team badge. I'm going to type in make it reindeer related. Just for the guys that missed this earlier. Make it reindeer related. Let me show you what this experience is like. Are you ready? I mean, what the actual Jeff am I looking at right now? Like, the idiots are winning, aren't they? The idiots are winning. There's someone in the Premier League who's sitting there and maybe he's targeted with like doing an integration with Adobe, you know, and that could be the excuse. I would understand that. But it's still sloppy work. What is this? Look, and it's such a bad model they're using. Look at the writing. Make reindeer. What is this? Unbelievable. Anyway, that's twice I just can't get over it. Cheers, Konza. FPL season ruined. We did that one. Okay, great little segue here into this tweet from FPL Malcolm Tucker. What the effing F is this FPL site? This is a whole screen of menu between the player scores and the match scores. If you're going to change something, replace it with better or not at all. Totally agree with everything that Malcolm Tucker just said. What are they doing? It feels like they do it for like talking points or something at this point. Absolutely mental. And the next one, I hate FPL, from Alexander the Great. I hate FPL. I didn't pick Konza. It's not about the wins, it's about the small wins. It's exactly my mindset on what went down here earlier with Konza. I enjoyed it so much. I laughed. I looked at the TV. I saw him do the little. He sort of like pulled on his shoulder. My sister was in the room, looking, having a little nice time with my son. And I go, that's a red card. And then referee red card. I laughed. I laughed for like 5 seconds, and then I thought to myself, "What are you doing? Get back to making lunch." Casper, I hate having no Arsenal players. Something I wanted to touch upon. Don't want to brag or anything like that, but I do have 2 Arsenal players, which I'm really happy about, because very under-owned at this point. I have Saka and Gabriel, and they've got Leeds at home. I will be at that game. I have an Arsenal season ticket for 25-26. I'm very excited about it. So next week I'll be at that game, and I will be hoping for a Gabriel clean sheet and some Saka masterclass action to help me with this Haaland issue that we all have. And with that being said, let's just pull up the full chat, and we're going to end the poll. Let's end that poll that we were doing. Looks like loads of people had a really good game week by the looks of things. I'm assuming that's because you're all bloody Haaland owners. Close poll. Come on. Okay, for some reason it's not letting me close the poll. We're going to move on from that then, if I can't close the poll. That's fine. Alright, I'm giving up on that. Alright. So yeah, I'm pretty chuffed with the fact that I've got some Arsenal coverage for the Leeds game at the Emirates. That is absolutely fine by me. FPL Insider, I hate Mo Salah with a passion. It's deep. Cons it in my FPL and gets a red card. It's gotta suck. I replaced Semenyo with Shirky in my FPL. I already hate FPL. Shirky scored, right? In the end, so not too bad for Rich. Considering. Could be way worse. But yeah, Semenyo, 2 goals. What a player. I'm surprised he didn't actually leave Bournemouth. Nice one. Effing hate this game. Semenyo on the bench. He's also got Watkins up front. It's a tough weekend for David. I'd like to see his team in full. Has he posted his team? What's he posting here? Okay, just nonsense. Just nonsense. Just realised I have Konza in my FPL. George Russell there, having a cry. There are certain people in the sporting world who look like vampires. George Russell's one of them. Right? George Russell. I'll give you an example of 2, okay? George Russell looks like a vampire. Just checking you guys can all see this. Would you agree? Look at this picture particularly. That is a vampire right there. Imagine opening your cupboard and seeing that face. You'd be like, I'm about to get eaten by a vampire. Look at him. And the next one I'd like to present to you is Kai Havertz. 100% a vampire. Look at him. Look how vampire he is. Vampire-y. Look at his vampire teeth. Big time. Do you guys have anyone else can think of any other vampire lookalikes in the sporting world? Just something to think about as we go through the season. We can revisit it. It's fine. We can revisit the vampire thing. Salah, I effing hate you from FPL Saka Prime. I did use the actual words earlier, like I swore a few times at the beginning of the stream. It just doesn't feel right. I don't know why, but I think it's, I don't know. I just don't feel right swearing. I hope that's all right. Salah, I effing hate you. Salah did some things yesterday, last minute. Can you believe it? Absolutely saved me. Jeed, just realised why I stopped playing FPL in the first place. Because why am I looking for a Salah goal for F's sake, ruining my hate watch? Hate watch has become a real thing, isn't it? I'm just going to say to my A-bot, explain what a hate watch is. Because I obviously already know what it is. You know, you watch a game and you don't want either of the teams to win. A hate watch is when someone watches a TV show, movie, sports event, or other piece of media, not because they genuinely enjoy it, but because they find it so bad, frustrating, cringeworthy, or ridiculous that it actually becomes entertaining in a different way. Steep, man. We live in crazy times. Hate watch. All them Konza FPL owners in the mud. This is how I felt. Why are we such a-holes about enjoying other people's pain? It's just like a total abusive cycle, FPL. Look at it. Look at this guy. Bwall, I have just received new information that is going to make me change my FPL captain for the 200th time. I hate FPL before it even starts. FUCK from Bwall. Mossa, FPL is for idlers. Real ones. Wanajeu football is for supporting your favourite football club and hate watching. Hate watching's come up a few times this evening. Nothing else. Fancy football. Okay. I'm just going to say, here we go. I'm going to say translate this. I think this might be Nigerian with some English in it. I think it is. Nakameo is like strangling, which is a local slang for doing it yourself. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. Okay, I wish I didn't translate that. Kanate, what the F are you doing? Yeah, Kanate had a rough one, didn't he? It feels like his head might already be in Real Madrid. If you're Liverpool, you got to get rid at this point. If he's going to Madrid, you got to get rid. Nico Droga. Only Chiesa would score. I hate FPL. I hate life. I hate FPL. I hate life. Gosh. I was going to say, like, you alright, mate? You alright, mate? FPL Rook. Anyone else hate their Game Week 2 bus team? I actually quite like my Game Week 2 bus team. I'm feeling it. What the F was the point of this? Waste of time. Yeah, Belieber to Man United. What a peculiar transfer saga. It's like, yeah. I watched Mark Goldbridge's show earlier, and he was saying it's like your dad putting you in the car and saying, we're going to go and get a PlayStation 5. And you're like, we can't afford it. Like, what? You don't need to. Like, great, but you don't need to do it. And your dad's like, no, we're going to get a PlayStation 5 today. And he's like, it's like, all right, but, you know, I just want you to know that we don't have to do that. I understand, you know, we can't afford that. He's like, oh, we're going. Come on, get in the car. We're off. And then you get to, like, Toys R Us or whatever. And they're like, oh, yeah, here's the PlayStation 5. And then your dad's like, oh, I'm not going to buy this. It's too expensive. And then you get in the car and you go home and have a cry. It's very similar. Very strange occurrence happening at Man United at the moment. Goldbridge thinks it's down to the fact that they're trying to get fans to buy shirts before the new season, which is so dark if that's what they're doing. I hate FPL, man, from Jack Seal. FPL, man, I'm done with this. He's already quitting. He's already quitting. Matter, free from those FPL shackles, I can now hate in peace. Looks like Matter's decided not to play FPL this season. FPL Ryan, I hate this game. Ruined my FPL, F you. Yeah, Verts. You got a feel for the Verts owners. They took a punt. They flew too close to the sun. Haley Laura, I hate the stupid character limit on team names. Very niche hate there. I wonder what sort of team name they were thinking about. What's the long team name? We will get to the bottom of it. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. FPL is back, baby. Deep down, I know I hate this game. Stockholm Syndrome. Exactly. Exactly. Stockholm Syndrome. Generally going to use my free hit already. FFPL. All right, we're getting on a little bit. It's we kind of tend to, and I want to do the quiz. So let's just say hi to everyone first. Let's see who else is in the chat. Yeah, JP Corn, you bloody legend. Good to have you back. JP, I'm so happy you're back, my friend. Like, JP went a little bit missing last season. I was a bit worried about him. I had to ping him a few times because I guess he just had it with the game and went to go and spend some time doing life the real way. But I missed you, man, and I'm so glad to see you back. I hope everything's all right. We said hi to KH29, Zeitgul, Saucy Nugget. What a bloody great name that is. Great to catch you live, but can't stay. We'll watch it back later. Well, thank you, Saucy Nugget. Great to see you very briefly. George Bailey, yes, George. GB is in the house. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Happy 25-26. Johnny Walker, Ish. Yes, Ish. FPL HQ boys in the house. Yeah, FPL HQ lads. I looked at the mini league. And Reindeers is killing me. Before the Reindeers Haaland stuff, I was like 4th in the league. But I'll you know, it's the first bloody game week. I shouldn't even be looking at this. I shouldn't even be looking at this right now, but I am. So anyway, yeah, FPL HQ. I hope you guys are all doing well. Absolute legends. Arbor 3 Tech. I'm having a decent week, but might not after the Chelsea game tomorrow. I have no Palmer, no JP, got Cucurella though. That'll do. I have Palmer, João Pedro and Sanchez, so I've got a lot riding on that Chelsea game. I like Chelsea this season, you know. I think they're going to do all right. Yes. Lots of FPL HQ love out there. Formula Fantasy Hub. Mate, I miss F1. I really, really miss F1. I hate it when there's a break. I love Formula 1 so much. It is such an incredible thing. The qualifying, like the practice, the whole event of the weekend, then the race itself. It's like, yes, perfect. Like, just strap me into a sofa. Do you know what I mean? Like, inject it into my veins. We're going to do the quiz. So, we're going to do the quiz. I've got my quiz view here. Right, so that means that it all should work quite nicely. But firstly, I need to just go to the full chat mode so I can get set up. Alright, for anyone who's not familiar with the quiz, you're going to get a £10 gift voucher for the winner. And you might just want to get yourself like a phone and an iPad or a laptop and a phone, because you're going to be pressing something on your phone and also listening to me on a stream. In some cases you can do small view on your phone and that might work, but just get ready to be to have 2 screens would be my recommendation. So we're ready to go here. This is the first FPL quiz. As we do more of these as well, I'll up the prize money. So eventually we should be in for some pretty cool prizes down the line. I'm going to bring in the quiz view now. And you want to go to kahoot.it. Quiz view, where are you? I'll tell you what, it's hard going live. There's so many things that you have to do to go live. Alright. I feel good about this. We're going to hit start. Right, go to kahoot.it. Let's get rid of the Perplexity Assistant. And the pin is 667626. Who is ready for the first FPL quiz of 25-26? Who can survive 10 of the hardest questions about the FPL game week? Jack Attack is in. Michael Norman is in. I got some like quiz sound effects which I'll play. We got Rob. Yes, Rob. £10 gift card. Is anyone else up for it? Could be a small crew this evening. There's nothing wrong with that. We got Tom. Of course, Tom. Of course he's in. He's in. Of course he bloody is. I'm just gonna go to full chat mode real quick. I'm gonna try and end this poll, for crying out loud. Close poll. It's just not letting me close the poll. GB can't make the quiz. No worries, mate. Next time. Next time. Alright, we got 4 in. I think we just do this. Nothing wrong with that. So let's go to quiz view again. Alright, someone in the chat just say run the quiz and we'll start it. Sibe, hope I'm pronouncing that right. Mamouche and Welbeck on my bench boost. Both benched. What a disaster. Oh man, bench boost game week 1. Props to you. I love it. Unfortunately, that didn't work out for you, but we move. It's a tough game, my friend. It's a tough game. Are we ready for the quiz? Rob, Tom, Michael, Jack, one of you say quiz it up and I'll start the quiz. I'm going to have a sip of water in the meantime. Stay hydrated, make better FPL decisions. Alright, we're doing the quiz. Start. So I fact checked all these, okay? We should be good. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Which player scored the opening goal for Liverpool in their 4-2 victory over Bournemouth on August 15th, 2025? Some of these are easy, some of them are very hard. Just in case you weren't aware, you get more points for answering quickly. So that's how the point system works. So as we can see here, Michael answered the quickest. So you've got to be quick with your pressing. True or false? Semenyo scored 2 goals for Bournemouth in their match against Liverpool on August 15th, 2025. Is that true or false? Yes, of course it is true. Again, just warming you up a little bit. Just warming you up. We're slipping into a bath here. Final score of Totbur earlier today. Final score. Yes, indeed. It was 3-0. Michael Norman. Again, he's done it again. He's number 1 for now. Mayenda, Ballard and Diarra scored the 3 goals for Sunderland versus West Ham. True or false? It's tough. It is false. The last scorer was someone else. I can't remember who it was. It is false though. Very difficult question, that one. Tom is up. In Totbur, Richarlison scored both goals in the first half. True or false? Yeah, it's false. One in the first half, one in the second half. Is Aston Villa in Aston Villa? Who got sent off? Aston Villa, Newcastle. Should be AVL. That, sorry, typo. Bit of a trick one here. Bit of a trick question. Yes, it was Konza with a K. It wasn't Exonza. Tom's killing it. Which two Fulham players got subbed at 66 minutes? Very, very difficult. It was Iwobi and Sanderberger. Has that done things? Oh, Jack attack. True or false? João Paulinho started for Tottenham in Gameweek 1. Is that true or false? Great to see him back in the Prem, by the way. What a player. Yeah, it's false. He came on, I think, 67th minute or something. Nearly at the end of this. Lewis Skelly, Akanji, Stones, Aït-Nouri was City's starting back line in Gameweek 1. True or false? Yeah, it was Diaz, right? Instead of Akanji. Okay, final one. How do natives typically pronounce Brian surname? Is it Mbuma? Is it Mburmo? Is it Mbuemo? Is it Mbomo? I checked this earlier. I checked it like twice. Did a fact check. It is Mbuemo. Mbuemo. Which is what none of us have been calling it. We either say Mburmo or Mbomo. It's Mbuemo. Unbelievable. Right, podium. Who have we got? Who is our champion for Game Week 1? Rob in third. Well played, my friend. We've got Tom in second. Is it Jack Attack? Is he back? Oh, Jack Attack, you sexy mother effer. I want to try and get a screenshot. I got it. Excellent. Jack, you know what to do. Hit me up in DMs or WhatsApp me and we will send you a gift card. Yeah, GG, good game. Thomas, I know you'll be back for more. I think you won it like 3 times. I've got to bounce because I have a babysitter. I've got to go and say hi. I need to go through teams. I'm sorry I didn't get time to do that. I'll do that next week. I promise. I do apologize. This went way too quickly. It's bizarre. But so good to be back, guys. Thank you so much for all of your support. I really appreciate it. Guys, make sure you stay hydrated. And obviously, and more importantly, remember that FPL is not a substitute for a warm life. Peace out.